Terve ja hyvää iltaa. This is me, Catacombs, and we're watching some shrinking, which is level 98 of Chip Challenge level. No, there's no level pack. It's just Chip Challenge in Lynx mode. And this solution, I guess, is an old one I had. It's not the best possible one. I was just trying to see where you could fit through the gaps in the pink balls. I went up here to see the whole, all the balls in the cycle at once, and now I'm gonna try and get that record again. Let's see, we have to wait here and then just keep running. Oh, we made it past there. A small wait there. Oh, and I've messed up there. So the second wait right there is the critical one. You have to be, well, right after the pink ball, otherwise the pink ball catches you. Here we go past, and then a small wait after those three balls. Oh, too early. I think I'm late now. Oh no, I wasn't. Haha. A small wait here. Oh, I tried for the wrong gap there. Here we go. Surprisingly, this level isn't as bad in Lynx as it could be, because after a certain point you can just run to the exit, and even at the beginning there's just this one timing part right there, and then a few waits along the way. Oh, I don't recall how difficult the MS was. It can't be really hard either. Oh. No, why can't I get past that one? Oh, that one I should be able to get past. Here we go. Down, around. Okay, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No! 1, oh. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I messed up on my count. Oh, this is great. Fun. At least for me. Here we go. Oh! Okay. 3 minutes into the video, I think we should be getting some results. I'm gonna concentrate now. Down. Just run, 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 run. Run, run. Small pause. Go up. Go up. And here we go. And then for the rest of the level, just run, run, run. And we should be fine. There we go, 332. That's a new record for this solution file. And onward we are, going to Catacombs. This is one of my favorite levels in the set, and I think I'm going to use a little bit more time explaining this than some of the other levels. So let's just start with playing around. Here we see a button. Oh, it frees up a block into the water. Should we press one of these buttons? We have to press one of them. I guess I'll press this one. It's just... Okay, we can't get to that blue key there, so I'm going to go like this. We could have pushed the block onto the blue key, but that would have erased the blue key in Lynx. So, didn't do that. We can't pick up that yellow key right there. We have 2 yellow keys. And let's see, should we go north or east? I think I'll go north, since I know where to go. But I'm feigning it. Here we could go this way, but you might remember there were some trap buttons under these 2 tanks, which would free these guys, and I can't pick up those yellow keys, so let's just go in this direction, and this allows us to get to these chips. Oh, we are out of yellow keys. Let's go over here. Okay. Oh, we need a yellow key. What can I do? I have a red key. But I don't really want to open this door because I know I'm... Okay, let's just go over here. Okay. Those two trap buttons aren't pressed, so I'm going to pick up this. Okay, here we go. This is nice. I really like this level, how it plays. I have 2 blue keys, which is enough to allow me to exit. And you can see I was careful not to press this button right here, because it would have cloned an extra tank here, and the tank would have been stuck on this tile, which would have killed me had I picked up the chip after that. So I was really lucky since I know this level inside and out. And there, let's look at a map of the level. The first thing that strikes out from the map is that it's really symmetric. There's only a few unsymmetric things. There's the blue key right there that's absent from down here. There's some flippers under this block that we didn't pick up, but we could have found them. And then these 2 doors, as we noticed while playing the level, are of different color. There's a yellow one and a red one. And this really forces the player actually to go north first when playing. Otherwise you could go south, I guess, if they were the same color or something. But then there's something else that is also not symmetric, and it's the trap connections. You can see here that most of the trap connections are horizontal, but some of them are a little bit off. They're diagonally connected, and this was one of the trap buttons we tested here. Press this button right here and it freed this block. But then after that block was freed, we couldn't use this trap ourselves. Oh, there's no trap up here under this block too. That's one of the things that's different. Let's look at a MS solution to the level. You can pick up the blue key a little easier than in Lynx, and then just pick up some chips. And here we get a trick from MS that we can use a shortcut with boosting on the random force floor. And again, here we bypass the blue door, either of these, by just going through this force floor here. And then we finish 1 move short of the bold. And I wanted to show you this solution because it really means more to me than the actual bold level, bold route. Because I was stuck here for quite a while, and it was just that 1 move. Let's get back to the map and see how the path changes when we work in Lynx. So we want to go north first here, and now we have a choice of either pressing this button here, or so it would be like this. We'd have to dodge the tank that comes at us, and then take the blue key here, press this button, and then come over here. And this takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 moves to get over here, minus a little bit because the trap is under here. It's a little quicker than a normal tile. Then the other way to do it is to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, since we have the flippers. But there's also the splash delay, which is a little bit over 2 moves. So it's 14 moves plus a little to get over here. So this is a little slower, but the other way, press this button. And cloning a tank onto this trap button here will make this yellow key be uncollectible. So losing like half a move not to press this button is worth it. Then we have to see which one of these buttons to press next. And since we've cloned a tank over here onto this button, in Lynx this block moves up here, so going down pressing this button does nothing. So it's safe to go like this, and then we use the trap there to get a little bit of a speed boost there. Pick up an extra yellow key, and here we have to go get this blue key. This is different from MS, since in MS this ending part here, if you press the middle button of any of these tank arrangements, in MS a tank does not clone onto the random force floor, but in Lynx it does, and it really clogs up this area. You can't pick up these items in here without clogging up this area, and you can't avoid the blue door. To avoid the blue door, you have to open both these red locks and this yellow lock and not press any of these buttons, and that just takes way too much time. So we need this extra blue key over here, whereas if you'll remember from the MS route, we just went up, picked up these two chips and came down. So that's why we need the extra yellow key there. And what else happens in Lynx is you have to manage the direction that the random force floor is pointing to. So like right here we could have gone up and over here, and it would have saved us a little bit of time. In MS it saves 2 moves to get a boost like that, but in Lynx it's just half a move, and it messes up the direction that the multi-directional force floor is pushing you towards, and then you can't take this shortcut over here. And then be careful to press this button just once. So we clone a tank onto this force floor, and since the direction at this point should be east, since Chip just went north, this changes the direction of the multi-directional force floor to be pointing south, which is important in this next room. So we come over here, come down again, gets a little messy, but then here we can press this button here, and the tank is cloned onto this floor and it moves down. If we had not pressed this tank button up here, the tank would go straight and it would cook this chip right here. So it's important to press this button right here, and just the once. And then we go down, and the rest of it is pretty much like in MS, except here we have to avoid the middle button and then come down over here and like so, pick up the last chip and exit. Now let's have a look at that in action. I think I'm going to play this live just for fun. Okay, let's first make sure that the direction it's pointing is up. Oh, it was. Okay, it can point in the west too, because the time saved is not an issue in this level. Like this. Press that just once. Then come over here. Remember to pick this key up. Avoid the middle button there. Let's hope this doesn't kill us. And exit 373. There we go. And that's the bold route. Now you'd think we're done with this level, but wait a second, we're not. There's something else I want to show you. It's this file called cclinks.dac. This is a DAC file that tells TileWorld some settings the player might want to use for level pack. And for this original level set, there are some special commands. Well, one, which is this last one, fix links equals yes. It can have a value of no, and that's the level we just played. Or if you add an Y in there and save the file and then go and open um, this level set, it's like a file that points to the, it's like a shortcut that points to the actual level set you want to play, and it has all these other commands too. So we do that and we go and play this level again, and it's a little different. This time when we press this button, it frees the other trap. Oh, what's going on? Well, this is what the level looks like in a map now. The difference is the trap connections. Oh, and I changed the graphics too, because I wanted to. And I call this version of Catacombs the Catacombs Pedantic, because the trap connections all go horizontally, and it creates some differences in how you play the level. So this time when we look at the path that to take, if we go straight up at first, it'll clone these two tanks onto these buttons, and these two keys right here will be uncollectible. So what actually is better to do is to just press this button here, and immediately we've lost 2 moves compared to the previous method. And now when we press this button here, this block has not moved up, and another tank will clone onto this trap button and make this key here dangerous, which means we have to go down and pick up an extra yellow key there, which wastes a whole 4 moves compared to the previous route. And then up here we go just as before, like this. Press this button just once and go around. It's pretty much the same at this point. Get this red key. Avoid the middle button. Except at the end here, this pink ball is moving since this trap button is connected to this trap instead of way back over here. And as you saw previously, this pink ball was not moving, whereas in this pedantic version it will be moving. Let's go attempt this version. So first I want to check that this is going down. Yes. So yeah, then we go like this, and the tank clones south. We can pick this key safely, but then avoid that one. And this should take us up. Good. Press this middle tank button there, cloning button, and it's about the same as before. Let's just hope these don't kill us. And the timing there is a little tricky to get 372. And as you can see, it's 1 second slower, but still the level is solvable. And actually, I think since there are 9 chips in the level, but only 8 are required, I'd be willing to bet that this chip right here was originally required, but with the mixed up trap connections, I think that the chip requirement was lowered for the MS version. So that's something for someone to check out who has the actual Lynx handheld console and the game. Okay, finally I think we're ready to move on to the next level, which is Colony. So this level has some gliders and fireballs, circling chips. I'm not sure what I would give this level if it was in the CCLP1 voting pool. Maybe a 3 would be a little bit generous, because it's a little bit long to play this level. I mean, it is untimed, so it doesn't really matter what time you get on it for your score. but it's not one of the best levels, I think, in the set. On the other hand, if you look at the doorways between these rooms, there's like no gravel there, and so um, the fact that the monsters stay in their own rooms is dependent on their movement, and they alternate. So a fireball is next to a glider, which is next to a fireball, and like this. So that's why they don't go through the doors. The path that Chip takes here is practically the same as in MS. It's a transferred route and scores the same. And it does feel a little different to play it in Lynx because of the timing. Oh, that was pretty close. And onward we go. Besides being an angel on Earth, Melinda is the top scorer in the challenge and the president of the Bitbusters. What's this little thing here? It's a question mark. I think it's supposed to be a dash, like a thought, long line. What's it called in English? An M dash or something like that. Apartment. I like pop-up wall mazes, also called recessed walls, but not many people do, and I'm not sure if this is a great level, but since I did comment on CCLP1 voting, I'm so sure that I voted on too many levels that are similar to this and given them high scores, high votes, and but I'm hoping at least one will make it into the set, because the logic behind pop-up wall maze is pretty simple, and it's I mean, it can be complex, but the challenge is simple. Just figure out a way to get past here, and you can only use these once. From a level design point of view, many people do use them in the wrong places, I think. And for myself, I also use them almost in every level I have. Hopefully those two don't correlate. Which is actually funny to say that what my levels are like, because I've only released one set, and it's not like my favorite levels that I've made. It's just levels I made mainly for kids. And that was not a long level. Icehouse. Let's go on to the next one. Memory. This is an interesting concept, actually, and of course many other levels use this. But if you go back into the 80s, when they were making this game, it did take some creativity to come up with this. Essentially, you're using the tanks and the blue buttons as a different color of toggle wall. So you have blue toggle walls and green toggle walls, and you create a state maze where you have different states of the maze, and you have to toggle between the states if the toggle walls are open or if the blue tanks are open or closed. And you just have to visit all the rooms to pick up the chips. And I like the simplicity of the design too. I mean, there's no other puzzle here in cluttering everything up. It's not like pick up these keys, go over here, then do this, avoid these fireballs. It's just navigate your way around a state maze. And of course, now that we have this level, I don't mind if new levels explore the idea further, like how to take a block through a level like this, and something like that. So you'll see this concept in other levels made by players, but this is the first place it's been. Like in CCLP2, where the first level is a fleeting memory, and it has a more complicated version of this concept, though it is busted. Onward. Jailer. Now, this level is pretty different than the original MS version. You can see the keys act differently. Whoa, the blue key is erased. The green and yellow keys, uh, the pink balls just jump off them, and only the red key is the same as in MS. Now, just a couple of days ago, this score that I have here, 225, was beaten by Paul Gilbert, but I'll show you what I have anyway. It'll be interesting to revisit these levels, particularly the ones where people have beaten my score. And I never thought this was like the absolutely best score you could get. I mean, I hoped it wouldn't be too easy to beat, but is some levels you can just feel that, oh, this level went perfectly, and there's like no logical way for someone to beat it, and then someone comes and beats it, and you're like, oh, they used a glitch, I'll have to go back and try. But in Lynx, there are fewer glitches to abuse, and this for this level I just overlooked something. It's not an easy level to optimize, because there's a lot of waiting, and you have to judge when you have less which way you have to go to avoid most of the waiting. Well, we're coming to the end of this video, this episode. Thank you for watching. I'm sorry it's such a long episode again, but I just really couldn't contain myself with Catacombs. So next time we're going to be going on to Short Circuit. Thanks for your time.